Alright, Shalom. This is the brother Tazaba from the GMS South Holland camp, coming back with another lesson. Before I start off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect out there. They're spreading this word and sincerity and the truth all over the four corners of the earth. Salaki. Arm yourselves likewise. Arm yourselves likewise. Okay? Likewise whom? Likewise Yahushai. Arm yourselves as Yahushai. What does the word arming or arming yourself go into? It goes into weaponizing yourself, strengthening yourself. Okay? You got this term, this military term, which is called show of arms or show of force, whereby this nation shows forth how strong he is. Okay, show of arms. So that word arms goes into weaponry. Now, what are our weapons in this truth? Okay, like the scripture says, I can't pull my scriptures right now because my job phone is dead and I'm on my way to the job. So that's unfortunate. But if someone pulls up in the stream, that can pull some scriptures at the moment, that would be nice. But like the scripture says, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal but spiritual. Okay, to the pulling down of strongholds. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. So we don't use carnal weapons. The weapons that we use are spiritual. Okay, we meditate upon these scriptures. We meditate upon how to apply the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Bible unto our life. All right, that's our weapon. A strong mentality, temperance, meekness. Okay, Yahushua said, "Be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove." Those words are wisdom given unto us how to maneuver through this satanic ass world. You see, so that's part of our weaponry. And we thank Yahweh Shem Yahushua each and every day for that calm and stable mind, because with a hectic, rebellious, and angry mind, you ain't gonna make it in this kingdom. You understand? So, like I said, 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1: arm yourselves likewise, for he that suffered in the flesh had ceased from sin. You understand? So we have to come in the same footsteps. We have to walk in the same footsteps and come in the same mindset and mentality as Yahushua, how he dealt with whatsoever came upon him. Okay? We ain't got no time for bickering and bitching about whatever is going on with us, man. Okay? Everybody's catching hell. It's just a bunch of lame excuses to not do the things that you're supposed to do for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You understand? Yeah, my wife is this, my children is that, my ex-wife is this, my baby mama is that, my job is this, my job is that. Fuck all that, man. Arm yourselves. Okay? Be strong. Have a strong mentality. Have a strong spirit. Okay? To walk in the ways of the Lord, man. And to continue therein. Steadfastly. What does it mean to walk steadfastly in this truth? A continual pace. Okay? Now, if you compare a sprinter with a man that is running a marathon, if you're running a race with a sprinter and you're a marathon runner, that sprinter might be faster in the first couple of kilometers, but he doesn't have the endurance like you. So this truth, this ministry, serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is all about endurance. So you need to find a certain pace, okay, that works for you. You need to find a certain pace that works for you and continue in that pace, man. Okay, I always give this example. And this example comes from back in the days when I was meditating upon the name Great Millstone. Okay, Great Millstone. What I was picturing in my head back in the days was us walking up a hill. Okay, and on top of the hill is the kingdom of the Most High, that we are all, walking towards. Now we have been given a great stone upon our back, a burden. Okay, you might say a great millstone is upon our back. We are carrying it. Now, as long as we are in this truth, we have to make sure that our weight is forward and we are continuing our pace, man. Because we are walking up a steep hill. Now, when you stop walking, when you stop leaning forward, when you stop walking forward, which represents doing the works in this truth, okay, doing the works for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, when you stop doing those things, guess what? Your weight shifts backwards. That's that stone that you're carrying in the back, that burden. Okay, when you stop moving, that weight is gonna shift backwards. And guess what? You fall down the hill, meaning the kingdom of the Most High will be stripped away from you. Now that's something that none of us wants, man. We are working in this truth for a reason. We all want to have that penny. We all want to receive salvation by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But in order to receive that, you got to arm yourselves, man. You got to be able to stand against all all evils that are in this world, man. Because if you like 10 plus years in this truth, you start to see the real spirituality of what's going on in this world. How demons affect people, how demons come upon people. Okay, brother might say like he doesn't feel all too good, and you might see like, oh, I see he's struggling with some demons. Then you go to his page, you go to his channel, you don't see no videos, you don't see no nothing. Then you already know Satan is having a grip on him. Now, if you walk in the spirit, you tell this brother like, hey, come on, man, I see something is not really going all too well. Make a lesson with him, go in the scriptures with him, restore a brother back in the spirit. Okay, that's part of our duties too. But I speak about that all the time. I speak about that all the time, man. Okay, restoring each other, helping each other, guiding each other, being an overseer. Okay, but in this video, the short video, because I'm about to read the job, it's really about you checking yourself, man. Okay, and strengthening yourself. Instead of always finding an excuse and instead of always, thinking about how to not do something, think about how to actually do something. What you can do in your life and how you can set up your life to actually be able. Elder Apostle Tahar also said it back in the days. Like, I don't want to hear all this shit about my job this, my job that. Elder Apostle Tahar said there are so many jobs out there that can give you your own time to do your things. Like you can decide your own working hours. He said there's so much jobs, and in one video, he even went into all of those jobs, man. Remote jobs, you know, jobs where you can say like, okay, today I ain't working, tomorrow I will be working extra hours or whatever. You can work as long as you want. Okay, now those abilities or those jobs are not everywhere, of course, but Scripture says, look what is evil in your life and give not that unto it. So if something is messing you up in this truth, you got to arm yourselves with the mind that Yahweh Shai had, and which is true faith. You got to have this faith that the Most High can fix you up easily with something else. Okay? My advice is still, if you see your job is messing you up in this truth, look for another job before you quit. That's That's a carnal based advice. But a carnal based advice, it's also true wisdom. Okay, when you go through the book of Sirach, you read a lot of things that are based upon advice. But that advice is wisdom of a man that went through it, okay, that has that experience, that already seen those things. Now, that's the best thing you can have. Why do the age always pass on knowledge to people? Because they already went through it, they already experienced certain things. So elderly people will tell the younger people like, "Hey, watch out, do this, that, and the third." Okay, when you're young, your mother says, "Make sure you go to school and make sure you do your best in school." She says that because she already knows that if you don't, you are going to regret it in a later age. Because you're gonna be like, "Shit, man, it's hard finding a job, man. If I just finished my school, if I just finished my education, I wouldn't be struggling out here finding a job right now or finding a decent job." You understand? So, in this truth, man, you also want to maintain the job that you have, and that's the fear that should kick in. We don't want to get fired by the Most High. We don't want to get fired by Yahweh Shemi Shai. We want to continue working for Him, the Ancient of Days. But what makes you think He cannot fire you? If you're slacking every day, if you're doing bullshit every day, what makes you think that at a certain point He's not gonna be like, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna just look for someone else that can take your place, that is actually willing to do whatever is necessary for this truth." What makes you think He ain't gonna do that? You understand? Yahweh Shemion Shai is also in that type of mentality, man. Okay? So we gotta be in a certain mentality wherein you take this truth more serious, man. And arm yourselves. Alright? You gotta arm yourselves, man. Okay, strengthen yourself. Make sure you are able to withstand all the bullshit in this world, man. Alright? So yeah, man, with that I wanna give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh